Hello, Aries, and happy February. This is your general reading for February 2020. I am Crystal with Hattie's Hierophant. I am your tarot reader. All right, Aries, so I meditated and prayed over your cards, and I asked for a vision, a picture, just to kind of help us along our way with the reading. And during my meditation, I got the picture of a cup, of a goblet, of a gold goblet, and it has a crack in it. Aries, I can only say it how I can say it, so please don't take this the wrong way, but did we crack a relationship? Did we almost, I feel like it is a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a spouse, a marriage, whatever the case. I feel like that there has been a crack created with something that was a relationship that was very important to you. So let's see what tarot has to say. So the center of your read is actually a very beautiful card, and it is the Nine of Cups. Speaking of cups, Aries, I don't see one cracked here. So this is beautiful. For this to be the center of your read, I see growth, I see potential, both at the same time. I see reward. So bravo. Let's see what your moon energy is saying to us. And your moon energy is that energy that you get when, you're in your bathtub and the bubbles are surrounding your body and you're relaxing and you're just thinking about life, right? When your brain goes there, and sometimes it's uncomfortable, okay, because there's certain truths there's certain fears, insecurities, and sometimes that's when spirit also communicates with us as well. So let's see, right? Are we a little bit bothered by that crack in that relationship? Did some truths come out? Were we a little on the defense? Okay, we're going to expand on those cards, so don't leave me yet, Aries, because I don't want you to feel like I'm picking on you. I really want us to get down to the nitty-gritty so you can get to that Nine of Cups. In your immediate sun energy, I have the Devil card, I have the Strength card, and the Queen of Pentacles. So I have a lot of earth energy there, Aries. So I don't know if we're dealing with an earth sign, but what I do see is a gentleness in your sun energy that needs to happen, okay? You can't pull on this lion. You can't pull him by his mane in order to have them submit. And submit's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of a place of listening and understanding one another, okay? In order for you to do that, you have to be gentle and you have to create trust, okay? So Aries, I do see that we were a little disappointed on what you considered you invested in. Maybe you invested your time, right? You invested money, right? And you're looking at it and you're disappointed, which to me, I see a bunch of fruit and you're just focused on that one on the floor, and it's so insignificant, hello, to the rest of this growth that you have. I told you to stay, Aries. I told you to stay. This is in your immediate present. Prosperity, love, a new start, joy. So let's expand on some of this moon energy. I'm quite anxious because I want to see what this Nine of Swords, why is it causing you to have anxiety and worry? Oh, I got two cards for that. I see. Yeah. So you were heartbroken. So something happened, right? That's how come I had that cup that was cracked. Something happened to where it fractured a relationship, a bond. Okay? And it's almost like that last sword went in and it was done. And you've been wanting another chance. You've been trying, you've been outreaching. Okay? I see your work, Aries. I see it. And then during that time where you felt so defensive, like you felt like you had to defend yourself, you had to stand your ground. You felt like you didn't have a choice. Right? Capricorn energy, perhaps. Earth energy for sure. Or perhaps. And see that King of Sword. I feel like that perhaps when you approach that individual, we may have came across a little bit too big for our britches, right? Because you see his clothes are too large for him. He's almost a child in this king's clothing, right? His sword he can barely hold up. It's almost like someone who is a child in a king's attire, trying their doggone best to stand their ground. Is that what happened? Let's check it out. Yeah. Oh, Aries, you want it so to just like go back to normal. You want it so badly. You didn't want any of this. It just got out of hand. And it set the wheels in a certain direction. And you're like, I want this cycle to end. I just want that chance again. Let's see how it pans out in your sun energy, Aries. I'm going to expand on this Devil card. Yeah. Okay. So someone has walked away from it. Someone has walked away from it. Okay. And to me, it's more like not physically, but emotionally. And whatever we were fighting about, whatever this disagreement was, whatever caused this crack in your cup, it was unnecessary, right? Because both of you lost. And that's how you feel. You feel like both of you lost. And this tells me, with the Moon card, it was really just like two dogs barking at the moon. Like, what is the moon doing? Nothing but existing. It's almost like when you look back at it, you're like, oh, it was bizarre. And now this King of Cups shows up, right? And this is how it panned out. First I had the Queen of Pentacles, and then in the center we had the moon, and then here. So I feel like that this craziness happened between the two of you. It was craziness. I want to expand a little bit more because I feel like, Aries, you already know that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Like you want it to go back to this. You want it to go back to where you hung out and you had drinks and you celebrated and you talked and you giggled, and you feel like that was taken away. You feel like it was taken away so easily. You see how easily he's carrying those 5 swords? It's like one minute it was there, the next it was gone. Let's see about the strength card, this trust we need to build, right? Whether it's you or whether it's them, I feel like it's both of you. I feel like both of you need to gain trust, because during this time it got so nutty crazy that both of you feel disrespected. Both of you feel like you were violated. Both of you feel like, you know, like there was no loyalty. So in order for us to get here, right, to where we have that stability and we have that trust and we're celebrating, and it's like a marriage of like-mindedness, we have to be clear about our boundaries, our intentions, our wants, our desires. Like, you have to be clear. That's what the Knight of Swords is. I mean, look at him. You can clearly see his intentions. Okay? That's the message, Aries. Your immediate present looks awesome. If we just work on that sun energy, and you're just clear about, these are my boundaries, and what are your boundaries? Okay, now that we know, let's stick with those two things, because I care about you, and I care about you enough, and I care about myself enough to stay within those boundaries. Let's see your immediate present, Aries. All right, Aries, so I do not read cards upside down, so let me turn these over. So with this Sun card, that beautiful card, pretty, we have the Queen of Cups. Honey, and this Queen, we're going to talk about her in a minute, and then we have the Page of Swords. So if we had these two, so this Queen of Cups, she has a kind heart, and she's loving, but she will also read you in 2.2 clicks, especially if you come at her like the Page of Swords, popping off, not thinking about what you're saying, almost in a like, you know, I know you are, but what am I? That's the feeling I get from this, and I feel like that's kind of what went down. And that's what happened to Tower moment. Okay? But we can get past this Tower moment, Aries. That's what I want you to understand. And I feel like that you already know majority of this, but it's almost like it needs to be reiterated. Like we had to review the story so you could get here. So you could get here, a new start in that relationship where you can bring that passion back. But it has to come with trust, right? Has to come with trust. I want to expand a little bit more on this Page of Swords. Yeah. See, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. So we had to review that story. I felt like we had to review it because look at this. You have the support. You have the love. You have the what do I want to say? You have the team behind you, rooting you on, and you will be successful. We just have to make that offer of love and forgiveness. I feel like there needs to be some forgiveness, and you need to forgive yourself, Aries. I feel like that you kind of hold yourself accountable for this, right? It took you a little while, but you were like, yeah, I kind of led this train. But, you know, she came in and took over the train, right? Which is this Queen of Cups. She came in and took over the train. So once that Tower moment, and Tower moments are all about understanding. They happen to all of us, and they're absolutely necessary and should not be feared. I'm not saying they should be welcomed, but when they come, just be aware and learn from them. because we can get past this. And I feel like if we do, it's better than what it was. So we can recover. It's almost like being, you know, reborn. Right? Look at all that gratitude and like we have another chance. Another chance is there. What do you want it to look like? You have to move forward. Take that chance. And when you do, for sure, Aries, I just feel like that it has to be an earth sign, right? Because I almost feel like that you have the feminine energy and your partner has a more masculine energy. And although your partner is kind of looking away, you stay purposeful to get there. It's beautiful. All right, my beautiful Aries, I absolutely adore you. Have a fabulous February and come see me next month. Bye.